let's talk about the M2 MacBook Pro. Am I upset that I got the M1 MacBook Pro instead of the M2, instead of waiting for the M2? So last year, around, I want to say that I got my MacBook Pro around, let's say I got it around September. So I got the refurbished version, as you should know by now. The reason why I got refurbished because I did some research to see what's the difference between refurbished and getting a new one. I weighed up the pros and cons and I decided that the refurbished was fine. I have a whole video on that. If you want to watch that, I'll link it here. But let's get to why you came here. I kind of knew actually, let me be honest. I thought that the M2 refurbished Mac was going to come out like around September, October, November of 2022 last year, but it didn't. But I had stuff that I wanted to do, like I wanted to start my YouTube and I needed a powerful laptop in order to aid me through that process, do you know what I mean? I decided, let me just get it now. It's probably gonna come out soon, but let me just firm it. So a couple weeks ago, the M2 MacBook Pro dropped. And I was just like, my first instinct was, oh, should I have waited? That's the conclusion I came to, and I'll tell you why. I also must say that when I'm talking about the M2 and the M1, I'm referring to the 14-inch base models. You can configure it to the M1 Pro, the M1 Max, similar to the M2 Pro and M2 Max. Obviously the M2 is better. Let's just I'll have the comparisons on the screen. After watching the keynote, I was like, eh. Usually when I watch Apple keynotes, I'm like, oh my days, I need to get it. Now I need to pre-order it before. When I was watching the keynote, I was just like, yeah, this is good. This is nice to watch, but do I really need it? Do I really want it? No. So I'm perfectly happy that I got my M1, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Even if they came out with some new colors, maybe I would have been like, oh, maybe we wanted a cheeky orange. But the colors are the same. The charger that you get in the box matches the laptop that you get this time. So for the M1s, you just got a white charger, or sorry, a silver charger, regardless of whether you got the space gray or silver. But for the M2s, if you got a silver laptop, you got a silver charger. If you got a space gray laptop, you got a space gray charger. I mean, they should have been doing that from before, but that's neither here nor there. It's here now, cool. And if you wanted to purchase it separately, you could too. All of the changes on the M2, it didn't make me feel like I needed to. It didn't warrant the $2,000. Because you know on the Apple website, it says from 2,000, Let me even get the exact price for you. From £2,149. From. I don't know where the extra £350 came from, but it's here now. It's just like, I don't feel like it was a worthy upgrade. If you have the M1 and you're like, oh my days, do I need the M2? No, you don't. It's people like your iJustines, your Marquez, your MKBHDs that would get that kind of laptop, even though they already had the M1 before. For an average consumer, or even your average consumer, do you know, even him, it makes sense for them to get the latest and the greatest because, first of all, they got the money. Second of all, they have to stay up to date on the latest tech because, you know, they have 3,000 cameras. They would need the best of the best or whatever is out there. And they would need their machines to handle, you know, color grading to the heights. But for someone like you and me, we're happy with our M1. Do you know what I mean? Like, there is absolutely no need, but I digress. I just want to talk about the Mac Mini. The Mac Mini is new. The Mac Mini is great. But for someone like me who likes to see the Retina displays on their laptop, the quality is unmatched in my opinion. I'm sorry, but I haven't seen like a Dell or an Asus or Lenovo or an HP screen that is as nice as an Apple laptop. You can have 240 Hz refresh rate. That's great for gamers and stuff like that. But the Retina display is just really nice to look at. I don't know what it is about non-Apple screens, but I can just see pixels. Like I can literally see pixels, and I don't know if I'm going mad. I must be going mad. but I'm used to the standard provided by Apple. Like, I'm not saying to go out and buy a 10 grand XDR display. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm just saying that like Apple screens are unmatched in my personal opinion. Let's just put that to the side. For the M2 minis are out. Cool, they're very good value for money, and if you don't mind your pixelated screens, then fairs. But me personally, I would like to have something like an XDR display with my Mac Mini. But who's paying for that? Not me. Not right now anyways, maybe one day. That's what I have for you today. I hope you had a great time sitting down with me, chilling with me. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. This was just waffle central.